It's the NFC Championship game, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through Chicago. It's the Elks and the reigning Super Bowl champs on Sunday night.
Now from the great state of Illinois, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the second city of Chicago. Coming up, a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a potential classic in store, as it'll be the Elks of Vancouver taking on the Thunderbirds of Chicago. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports. And, man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl because you know what the stakes are. You're trying so hard to get to the big game that this is the one that's the real challenge.
One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
Second and a couple. Off play action. Adkins. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
A first down carry for Henry. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. They keep it with Henry on first down. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. But, Charles, you think about their impressive record, and then you look on the screen and see some of these injuries. That makes what they've done all that more impressive.
And when one of their starters or one of their key guys can't play, they miss him. But they just say, get well, we'll hold the fort until you get back, and the next person steps up into that void. This team has done a nice job all year long. No excuses, just performance.
And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He dumps it off for Henry. He gets away from one. Now the stiff arm created some space initially, but he's taken down not long after. Third down and 10. Looking to throw. Adkins. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And trotting out there, no introduction needed for this guy around the league. Now in his 7th season as a QB.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Operating from the gun, Matthews. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Nelson. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Back to throw. Matthews. He finds his man, complete. That's Alexander. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Throwing on first down. Matthews under pressure, and down he goes. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
A 4-yard loss brings up 2nd and 14 at the 47-yard line.
Now a give right side. It's Wolf. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive.
The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
They begin with Henry. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Adkins. He'll get this one complete to Winslow. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Vancouver first down.
Now Atkins throwing on 1st down. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Operating from the gun. Atkins. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. Atkins now on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So no gain on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Throw left side complete. That's Fowler. Touchdown! From 17 yards out. And the Elks have struck first in this NFC title game.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Now the try here for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. He finds his man, complete. It's Hampton. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it to slot receivers? But all guys can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there. Showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Matthews. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wolf. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5.
At their 48-yard line.
Looking to throw. Matthews over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And it'll find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They run the counter. Wolf, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Thunderbirds, nothing.
2nd quarter down, it's our home team with possession, as they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming. Back to throw. Matthews. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a 1st down. Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his 1-on-2 matchup.
They'll run on 1st down. Wolf And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Looking to throw. Matthews. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. This is good for a 1st down, his 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout. Back to throw. Matthews throwing the out route incomplete. It's Alexander. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent game. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Thunderbirds are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL. A complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. That one in the books as a 12-play drive, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He had the short touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll begin again here on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Atkins. Throwing middle, and it's complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 28-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Atkins. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a 1st?
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just help receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Here's Atkins to throw on 2nd down. Looking middle, and that's complete. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Elks.
Off the play fake. Atkins. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. From the 20, here's 2nd and 5. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call.
Ball start, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
And they'll try again here, first and goal after the false start. They'll look to throw again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And not a good time for the sack on second and goal, a loss of 6, and now it's third down. Operating from the gun, Atkins. And this is going to be incomplete. And also a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Ball start, offense.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
They were looking good on second down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Wolf. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Bulldozes past him. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First down now, but that clock rolling. Off-play action. Matthews. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Matthews. Now they go screen. It's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
At the 9-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. And with 40 seconds to go, that's, you'd think, time enough to try to mount a drive should they decide to do so.
Atkins to throw. Throwing to start the drive. This will go to Henry out wide. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Calling a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains in the battle to see who will take home that George Halas Trophy and represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. So with that, let's get you right back out for the second half, as one of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. To find out who, let's turn it back over to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
The Halas Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game.
And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is, and doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs a year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
Off the play fake, Matthews. He finds his man, complete. That's Wolf. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st down, it's Wolf. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
2nd down and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Back to throw. Matthews firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his second drop, indeed, not a good look. He's got his running back out of the backfield, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
They'll run on first down. Wolf. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Wolf. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 2 straight runs of 5 yards. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Looking to throw. Matthews throwing the out route and complete. It's Alexander. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 26-yard line.
They'll try the left side. It's Wolf, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
Off play action. Matthews. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and they will take the lead at 13-10. Well, they didn't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half.
And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
On 2nd down, here's Henry.
And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3 and out.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Matthews. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. It's caught at the 10. A huge play there for Chicago. 66 yards.
Well, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Well, that didn't take long. 1 play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Back to throw. Matthews got his man complete over the middle. That's Alexander. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Well, Brendan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
He'll try again. And this time he'll lose yardage as the defense not giving him any room to operate. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And his kick here is good. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So his second field goal now here in this third quarter.
The first one got him the lead, and this one adds to it, but by no means is this one locked down. This is very much anyone's game.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Vancouver offense out and about set for another series. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down. Looking to throw. Atkins. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Atkins on 1st and 10. Incomplete into the hands of Fowler. So the completion good for just 3. And it's 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. And very little daylight there. They'll get a couple up to the 44. 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That is caught, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He's up north of 100 yards receiving now in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down. One quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. As it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. 2nd down now. To throw. Atkins. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. Now this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. Looking to throw. Atkins. And that is incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The decision to go for it doesn't pan out. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing.
Well, you feel the excitement build on those fourth down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on fourth down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on fourth down. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Well, he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. Seems pretty obvious defensively. A key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
The offense on third down tonight, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 5. Now a handoff up the middle. Wolf, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is, he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Well, the Vancouver offense ready for their next drive. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the fourth quarter, this possession, gigantic. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for him there, didn't it?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Adkins. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Now 2nd and 11 from the 32. Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Operating from the gun. Adkins. Henry's got it out on the left side.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
On the counter, it's Henry. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Back to throw. Adkins. Again, it's Carson with another catch. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Check down here for Henry. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal. Tucker. Touchdown. So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Now for the point after. It's up and good, and they take the lead by a point, 17-16. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. He finds his man, complete. It's Alexander. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Alexander. Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Now 2nd and 3. Off play action. Matthews. He gets it to Humphreys. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Back to throw again. And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Matthews over the middle, complete. It's Curtis.
Pass interference. Defense.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Matthews. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. On 2nd down now. It's Wolf. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Super Bowl aspirations on the line. A critical one here. It's 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Wolf. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And now all of a sudden, the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit, because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
Here's 1st and goal. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Thunderbirds have taken the lead here now in the 4th quarter of this championship game. What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this one away.
And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The situation for him offensively as follows. Down by 7. A little over a minute to go. Back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Carson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Back to throw. And Winslow brings it in over the middle.
Here's 2nd down and 3.
He'll look to throw. Complete. It's Henry. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Well, this offense still has the 1 timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Here's 2nd down.
He's back to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. And for all these guys, whether you're a rookie, a 10-year veteran, there's no feeling like this NFC champs.
And you feel like family. Never at any time do you feel more like family than when you're sharing the joy of being the NFC champs. And now everyone gets to say they're going to the Super Bowl.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.